Okay, so hello YouTube. And now we have Facebook set up. So hello if you're either on Facebook or YouTube. Hello. Today we are tracking Winter Storm Ember and future Winter Storm Finn. Which right now Winter Storm Finn forming through the Pacific. It'll be hitting the states of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. And while Winter Storm Ember is already in Kansas and Nebraska, it will be heading towards states tomorrow like Missouri, Iowa in the midnight, then heading towards Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, then Ohio, through cities of Indianapolis, Chicago, and Dayton. So, the changes are going to change very dramatically, including if you're in New England, you're going to have a lot of snow. So, you should also watch out. So, we will start tracking the storm, and I'll just share my screen. I'm going to start with you, I'm going to start with you, YouTube, and then I'll go to Facebook. Albany, if you're looking outside, according to the Weather Channel, they're saying that it looks like it's snowing. Now, some examples. If the sky is gray and you at least see some snowy flakes, try to check if you want to build a snowman. Is it slushy or not? If it's slushy, it's going to be hard to build a snowman. However, if you're a kid, probably the most positive thing is like, oh, it's a snow day, it's a snow day, it's a snow day. Yay! Okay, so we're going to check these. We're going to check the weather, starting with just right now, a winter storm warning issued from 1 p.m. for Broome, Shenango, Cortland, Delaware, Otsego, Civilian, and Tioga in New York. You're going to see a lot of pouring snow, and this is from National Weather Service, Binghamton. Now, there's barely any reports about this because you guys had an upgrade from a winter storm watch. Your radios might have already went off. And the thing is, I'm going to give instructions as well what to do during winter storm warnings. Then we'll discuss the severe weather in the Gulf Coast that actually produced a tornado 14 to 7 hours ago. This was in part of Binghamton's weather service. So this is in parts of New York and Pennsylvania in a winter storm warning. And this is a storm. This ain't even part of any winter storm. It's just like a regular winter. And it's not named. So this is pretty ominous. This is a warning. And they've given instructions on how to do it. I'm going to look on text data on my screen. I'm going to show you all. So, the preparedness actions. If you must travel, only if necessary, do not travel. Keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. The latest road conditions for the state you are calling from can be obtained by calling 511, not 911. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation in Pennsylvania that blah, 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 can be any of yours. And by the way, it's a winter storm. There was also a winter storm warning before this, so they were about to issue it. And it just kicked off right now from an hour ago. It's issued at 1:29 p.m. So it was for Bradford, Susquehanna, Northern Wayne, Wyoming, Lackawanna, Luzerne, Pike, and Southern Wayne. This morning is under your screen, and it is under the headlines, so you could probably see it, including the cities of Sire, Towanda, Halstead, Montrose, Damascus, Equinunk, Tonkanack, Scranton, Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, a popular city, Milford, and Hansdale. So this is in effect from 11 a.m. Saturday to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday. So this is going to kick off tomorrow, but you should still be careful because you're going to get a lot of snow. It even looks like snowing. So I'm going to read it. So, wind from 11 a.m. Saturday to 7 p.m. Sunday. Travel could be very, very difficult. And additional details, snowfall rates may exceed 1 inch per hour. So not just one, more than one. Not foot, 1 inch. Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, highest accumulations will be at elevations above 1,000 feet with isolated higher amounts in the Poconos. So yeah, be very careful about this weather event. So if you better get indoors right now because winter storms can be very dangerous. They can cover your whole entire house and you'll be stranded. So make sure you stay inside, get your little snuggie, get some hot chocolate whenever it happens. Because we also have another one from the National Weather Service in Boston and Taunton. Actually, I think I just exited screen, so let me put it back on. My screen wasn't working on New Year's, so that was the only reason I was going to put a countdown on. It just wasn't working correctly because I was using something else. So, yeah, make sure you have a new clean. By the way, the streaming service I use, did you know it's actually on StreamYard? So you can easily see it on StreamYard. Anyways, this is a Winter Storm Watch and a Winter Storm Warning. Continuing the Winter Storm Watch, for about 2 states. Eastern Norfolk, northern Bristol, southeastern Middlesex, I know that sounds weird, Suffolk, and western Norfolk County. So basically both eastern and western Norfolk. Massachusetts, and then eastern Kent, northwestern Providence, southeast Providence, and western Kent, Rhode Island. And Rhode Island's only like 3 to 4 counties, so that's basically only 3. So all of Rhode Island and most of Boston, in most of the eastern part of Massachusetts, and winter storm warning for Hartford, Tolland, County, Connecticut, and central Middlesex, eastern Essex, eastern Franklin, eastern Hampden, eastern Hampshire, northern Worcester, northern Middlesex County, southern Worcester, western Essex, western Franklin, western Hampden, western Hampshire, until January 8th. So I'm gonna. That's on Monday at 1 a.m. So around midnight. If you still stay up, I don't know what's wrong with you. You might be going crazy or something. The upgrade to a winter storm watch from the winter weather advisory happened at 2:25, which was for same area, which would upgrade it. Okay. And anyways, we just got something from Charleston. And it's area 4 because discussion. Okay. So Wilmington also has something, and it's a hazardous weather outlook. And now we can go to we have a lot of notifications. And we do it. Yes, I know this is random. There is a wind advisory at January 6th at midnight for Haywood, Madison, and Swain County, North Carolina until tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard. And area forecast discussion for Columbia. Lake Charles has issued a new marine warning, and this is a water spout possible, so absolutely do not be surfing. This is now serious. For waters from the coastal city to Cameron, Louisiana. If you're landlocked, you don't really need to hear this, but I'm just saying this because, yes, I know it's not necessary. From 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from water, I don't even know what that is, to intracoastal city, Louisiana. From 20 to 60 nautical miles, GM, which is, I don't know what GM is, till 2:15 p.m. Central, that is 3:15 Eastern. And we have a lot of reports. For 1 mile south of Cameron County, the C-band station reports a thunderstorm wind gust of 46 miles per hour at 12:48 p.m. Central. 1 hour after Central, by the way, you can translate that to Eastern. 1 hour after Central is Eastern time. So about 1:55 Eastern, 12:55 Central. Again, but this time it's in downtown Grand Lake. Cameron County, Louisiana. The public this time reports thunderstorm wind gusts of 53. Wind gusts of 48 to 53 miles per hour recorded on personal weather stations in Grand Lake. Personal ones. Now we have the city of Hackberry. We just got a new marine warning. We're going to talk about that. Public reports thunderstorm wind gusts of 39 miles per hour at 12:39 p.m. Central Standard, or 1:39 Eastern. A wind gust of 39 miles per hour was recorded by a PWS personal weather station in Hackberry before the storm moved over to their local Kakasu Lake. And if you don't know, there is also a special weather statement for some frost something. So if I'm not gonna really discuss about it. I don't have their weather service because all I'm talking about is winter storms and severe thunderstorms, not special weather statements. Unless it is winter storms, or it's about and we have just got a new special. You know what? I'll just discuss about it. But okay, I'm gonna have to include Indianapolis on here because that's where it's got issued. IND. So, Indianapolis has issued light snowfall expected late this evening and overnight for Buffalo, Mealu, Boone, Brown, Carroll, Clay, Clinton, Decatur, Delaware, Fountain, Hamilton, Hancock, Hendricks, Henry, Howard, Jackson, Jennings, Johnson, Madison, Marion, Monroe, Montgomery, Morgan County, that's my county, Oregon, Parquet, Putnam, Randolph, Rush, Shelby, Tippecanoe, Tipton, Vermilion, Vigo, and Warren until 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to have a recorded video on that. So I'm just going to go do it really quick. So stream, be quiet. Special weather statement. Special weather statement. I got to record a video.
No.
Tonight, a chance of snow showers through midnight. Snow showers towards daybreak. Snow accumulation around the beach. Not as cold with lows around 30. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of snow near 100%. For Saturday, cloudy with a chance of snow showers. A chance of rain showers in the afternoon. Little or no additional snow accumulation. Highs in the mid-30s. East winds 2 to 5 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation 50%. Saturday night, cloudy with a chance of snow showers. A chance of rain showers through midnight. Then a slight chance of rain showers toward daybreak. Little or no snow accumulation. Cold. Near steady temperature in the lower 30s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 50%.
Just get down off the weather report.
In the morning, highs in the mid-30s. West winds 2 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of snow 20%. Winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of snow 100%. Taking a look at the 3 through Saturday forecast for Indianapolis and central Indiana. Southwest winds around 5 miles an hour. For Monday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the lower 40s. Monday night and Tuesday, rain. Lows in the mid-30s.
Yeah, I'm gonna just for this.
For Tuesday night,
So you can see the period of snow, and then we've got.
Okay, we have a special weather statement, and the radios aren't working correctly because they're doing some forecast right now. So we're not gonna do it.
The stories of the men and women in the military who have sacrificed so much for us are fading from the heavens.
Don't even bother to show it.
Heroes came home with injuries that changed their lives forever.
Everything's just slipping away from me.
The greatest casualty is being forgotten.
As a father, I'm eternally grateful to Wounded Warrior Project.
Come on. Show the lover alert.
It was a tough ride.
Oh.
With a gift of just
The
19
8 to 14 day outlook.
Yep.
free life-changing programs and
February
services.
18th calls for temperatures to be below normal and precipitation to be above normal. Normal highs for the period are around 35 degrees and normal lows are around 20. The normal precipitation total for the 7 days is around 0.60 inches.
Show the banner.
At 2 p.m. at Indianapolis, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 36 degrees with dew point 25 and relative humidity 64%. The wind was southeast at 9 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 29. The barometric
What do I
pressure
look like,
was
big news?
6.16 inches and steady. Around central Indiana, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 36 at Muncie, 37 at Eagle Creek Airport, and 39 at Shelbyville.
Yeah, America's #1 network.
Where across Indiana, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 35 at South Bend
You
and
dying?
35 at Lafayette. It was partly sunny, with
Write a thank you letter to every American that has supported Wounded Warrior Project and the work that they do.
Now? Oh my gosh, no, I guess.
Now is the time for
just outside Indiana. Skies ranged from partly sunny to cloudy. It was 36 at Chicago, 36 at Champaign, 36 at Dayton, 40 at St. Louis, and 43 at Louisville. Once again, at Indianapolis, it was 36 degrees with partly sunny skies. And now a special weather statement. For the following counties in Indiana: Boone, Decatur, Delaware, Hamilton, Hancock, Hendricks, Henry, Johnson, Madison, Marion, Morgan, Rush, Shelby, and Tipton. Light snowfall expected late this evening and overnight. An area of low pressure moving south of central Indiana will bring light snow to our area late this evening and overnight. Around 1 inch of accumulation is expected, with isolated higher amounts possible. Snow is expected to end by 10 a.m. on Saturday. This light snow may resulting in snow-covered and slippery surfaces, resulting in difficult travel. If you plan being out late tonight and early on Saturday, exercise caution. This is NOAA All Hazards Radio KEC 74 in Indianapolis. And now a look at your forecast for Indianapolis.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this out and see if it gets for what we're seeing from the weather channel, and then I'll show you on that. Okay, this go. The weather channel. Unfortunately, the Weather Channel wasn't showing because they're like just not showing it. So we can show my replay. So deal with that. Okay, so for my multiple lever that special order statement has been issued, and we'll start that too. By yeah. Alright. If you're over here on YouTube, I'm gonna edit my video while talking about this. So I just edited it and I'm gonna do and I'm just gonna talk about it. Now the special order statement, you just gotta watch out if you're around the Dayton area as well.
You got any viewers?
Anyway,
uploading. If you if you don't know, yes, that is my Christmas clock. It is ringing. I still have it, but we will get ready to get rid of it soon. Yes. Anyways, now time to get back to what we were doing. Mount Holly has a new weather alert. We're continuing a winter storm warning for Morris and Warren, New Jersey. So, also continuing for Sussex, New Jersey, and Carbon, Monroe, Pennsylvania. And actually, did you know Philadelphia barely ever serves Philly? Yeah, it's surprising. They barely even serve Pennsylvania. They actually serve most of New Jersey. That's why they also name it Mount Holly, which is in New Jersey. Philadelphia is close to New Jersey, but it's in Pennsylvania. You can go look. Nobody's proven me wrong. And by the way, probably the only reason is because we started with a winter weather advisory. Yes, valid for tomorrow for Hunterton, New Jersey, and Berks, Lehigh, and Upper Bucks, Pennsylvania. Then it was upgraded to winter storm watch for the same area, but this time for Morris and Warren. And then to the winter storm warning for Sussex and then Carbon, Monroe. And Cleveland has also something to show, and yeah, it's a hazardous weather outlook, so we're not going to talk about that. Then we have a new winter weather advisory. So if you're in New York, listen up. In Connecticut, New Jersey, anywhere like that. Southern Fairfield, Southern New Haven, Connecticut, and Eastern Bergen, Western Essex, and Western Union, New Jersey, in Southern Winchester, New York. We have a new winter weather advisory as well for Binghamton. 2 new ones. One will be valid tomorrow about 1 p.m. for Chamug, Schmolier, Steuben, Tompkins, and Yates, New York. Until January 7th, that will be Sunday at 7. The same thing tomorrow at 1, this time for Chemug, Schmolier, Steuben, Tompkins, and Yale. Actually, no, it's the same thing. And then winter weather advisory for Northern Oneida, Onondaga, Seneca, and Southern Cayuga, New York until tomorrow at 7, and it's valid at And okay, I am back. And okay, I am back here. Yes, I am now listening to Facebook comments as well. Okay, yeah. That is proof because hang on, I'm gonna mute this and see if it's like making that annoying wee sound. Okay, yeah, it's not making that sound anymore. YouTube can still hear me. And we're gonna go back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I accidentally just clicked on everything. Yeah, I clicked on everything. My banners just disappeared. So I'm gonna show it again. And I'm pretty sure if you're on YouTube, you can still see me. Here. Now it's time to see Buffalo as new weather. And they're issuing a winter advisory for Allegheny, Lewis, Northern Cuyahoga, Ontario, Oswego, and Wayne, New York. Blacksburg has a new weather statement. It's hazardous weather. Wakefield is continuing their winter weather advisory for Amelia, Cumberland, Eastern Louisiana, Fluvanna, Goochland, Lunenburg, Mecklenburg, Nottoway, Powhatan, Prince Edward, and Western Louisiana, Virginia. For winter weather advisories, so they could get issued in the next few days if you're going to watch out for severe weather. So, yeah, Virginia, watch out. You're going to be next tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow is going to be a serious day. We're tracking it. Greenville is issuing hazardous weather outlook. So, Mobile has issued a marginal risk of severe weather today. There is a marginal risk of severe weather if you're in areas like Mobile. If you're in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas, you're under this marginal risk. And we have a new special weather statement, so I'm going to try to share the screen. Just let me get onto the link that they're showing. National Weather Service in Lake Charles. Strong thunderstorms will impact northeastern Cameron, Jefferson Davis, southwestern Evangeline, western Acadia, and southeastern Allen parishes. It could be parish, it could be county, who knows? Louisiana's full of surprises. It has a lot of counties and parishes, since it's like a little boot of the Kentucky Fried Chicken chef example. You know, Minnesota hat, Iowa the face, Missouri the big old belly, Arkansas the leg, Louisiana the boot, Tennessee the frying pan, Kentucky is the fried chicken. So now Doppler radar has tracked strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Kinder to near Hayes to Creel and movement was east at 25 miles per hour, so it's not as fast as usually, so it's not going to blow any trees or anything like that. Wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour, and it is radar indicated. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects, so if you're in the cities of Jennings, Bamo, could be towns too, or like parts of parishes, Welsh, Lake Arthur, Kinder, Basile, Iota, Elton, Bermentau, Lacazine National Wildlife Refuges. Yes, refuges are allowed. Hayes, Grand Shiner, Claudike, a lot of candy names here. Evangeline mentioned. Duralide, Pine Island, Thronwell, Lowry, Creole, and Bell City. This includes Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile markers 38 and 73. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Torrential rainfall is also occurring with these storms and may lead to localized flooding. Do not drive your vehicle for roadways. So it's right here. Brian, you've just got this type of storm. It's about to clear out of your area here, so Brian can get out. The rider can get out, and if you're in Texas, you're fine now. Only for a bit of a while. But if you're in cities like Alexandria, Lafayette, you're up, and you're next. So this is all you need to see here. This is the polygon. So you can see it's like right over here. It's like a little slip. It's like two sides of a cube. So, thing's still showing live viewers. Like what? By the way, on StreamYard, I cannot see your comments on Facebook. I can see you on YouTube, not Facebook. And we have a lot of weather. And there's a day 4 slight risk. It's what you're saying if you're in risk. This stuff is rainfall. Houston, you're still in this, by the way. New Orleans, you're still in this, and you're actually up next. Shreveport's weather service is about to get in that. And Wichita will update their winter weather advisory. This time canceling for many counties, including Barton, Harper, Harvey, Kingman, McPherson, Reno, Rice, and Sedgwick, Kansas. Continuing for Butler, Chase, Chautauqua, Cali, Elk, Greenwood, Marion, Montgomery, Sumner, Wilson, and Woodson, Kansas. I feel like I have one of these 3 counties mentioned in some video, but that's severe weather that time. I got my volume back up so I can hear. I'm going to share this tab now. So canceling for that area. And we also have a report the Wichita Eisenhower Airport in Sedgwick County. The official National Weather Service in Wichita reported snow of 3.30 inches. This is not an estimate. It is real. At 11:50 a.m. Central, that is 12:50 p.m. So that's like 2 hours ago, I can guess. Oh, wow. Okay. That's nice to know. Yeah. And snow total was through 11:50 or 12:50. Yeah, those alerts were not important. Hopefully Wakefield, never mind. It just keeps on saying rainfall. Like what? It's not like severe weather's gonna come over. Okay, State College, no, Mount Holly. Nah. No. Well, it's a moderate rate. Wait. Moderate? Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, that does look pretty bad. So we're gonna have to look on rainfall, and today it's a marginal for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. And even if you're in the Gulf, this still counts. Now tomorrow on Saturday, what does it look like? It's going to expand this time. Same area, but into Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and expanding into Georgia, Texas, and then Florida, staying the same into Florida and Gulf. I'm gonna enable cities and see if your city's on here. Where is it? Used to have it on the others. What? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Okay. So if you're in cities like Atlanta, you're fine. But if you're in Macon, Tallahassee, Montgomery, Birmingham, Jackson, Hattiesburg, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, you're not fine. This is a marginal risk. You're in this. You're in this all together. Day 3, same thing. A marginal risk, and it's actually shrinking this time for Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. This time still for Houston, Galveston, Beaumont, Lake Charles, New Orleans, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, Hattiesburg, Mobile, not even Jackson anymore, Southern version. Southern Birmingham, most of Tallahassee, and Macon. But this time, this is Finn coming in with a marginal. Yeah, that's right. We have a marginal risk of severe weather. No, marginal risk of excessive rainfall. Right over here on this slip near Seattle, near southern, south of this Canadian island. So if you're in this little strip of land in Washington, this is going to get a lot of people. And never mind, it's not going to get anyone because then it disappears. But it expands to one more state, and this time it's a marginal for day 4. For Texas, Louisiana, southern Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. For Tallahassee, not even Macon. Southern Birmingham, Jackson, Hattiesburg, Lake Charles. For Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, Houston, Galveston, Dallas, could even be Austin. Nowhere in Arkansas. So it's gonna probably expand, but let's check day 5, and it's kind of the same thing. I thought something was gonna happen though. They were saying something, but I'm gonna share this back. To the West Virginian office of Charleston, we have a winter weather advisory. For McDowell, Northwestern Fayette, Northwest Ponchatoula, Northwest Raleigh, Northwest Randolph, Southeast Fayette, Southeast Nicholas, Southeast Pocahontas, Southeast Raleigh, Southeast Randolph, Southeast Webster, and all of Wyoming in West Virginia. Not the state of Wyoming, the county. Slight risk this time. Now, I just want to see if it's actually being true or not. Yeah, that's literally the same thing. That's not true. Next map. And then January 8th shouldn't have anything. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know the controls of that. Never marginal and a slide. To end that with a slide, we have got to get back to work, and we have a new National Weather Service employee. 1 mile south of Mays in Sedgwick County, Kansas, the National Weather Service employee in Wichita reports snow of 4 inches. That is loosely an estimate. At 11:06 a.m. Central Standard. That's 12:06 Eastern. Snowfall total through 11:06 a.m. or 12:06 p.m. if you're in Eastern Time. Now we have North Platte, and we have the area forecast discussion again. Riverton, and it's the same thing. Missoula is going to issue their own winter weather advisory for Montana. Nobody's watching from Montana, but I'm just going to say it anyway. So if you're in northern Clearwater Mountains, Oro Fino, Grangeville regions, southern Clearwater Mountains, Idaho, and Bitterroot, South Air Mountains, Flathead, Mission Valleys, Katoni, and or the Cabot region, Lower Clark Fork region, Potomac/Seeley Lake region, and the Western Glacier Point region, the Western Glacier region in Montana. You've got to watch out because this is also a winter weather advisory. You probably had it all year, so marginal. We do have a high surf advisory if you're in Seattle for Central Coast and North Coast counties, Wyoming, Washington. And we have an update of a winter weather advisory. And this is time it extends time and expands area to include Lewis and southern Nez Perce counties, Idaho. It expands area to include Northeast Blue Mountains, Upper Columbia Basin. Washington instead continues for Northeast Mountains, Okanogan Highlands, Spokane area, Washington, Palos, Western Chelan County, Washington, in Central Panhandle Mountains, Corey d'Alene area, that is a popular city, Idaho, Palos, and Northern Panhandle, Idaho. I know someone might be watching from Idaho. And we have a wind advisory this time. Canceling for East Cameron, Northern Calcasieu, Northern Jefferson Davis, Southern Calcasieu, Southern Jefferson Davis, and Western Cameron, Louisiana. Continues for Lafayette, Northern Iberia, Lower St. Martin, Lower St. Mary, Lower Vermilion, Northern Acadia, Southern Acadia, Upper Iberia, Upper St. Martin, Upper St. Mary, Upper Vermilion, Louisiana. And Albany and New York City have a lot of new issuing, and we had a new winter weather advisory for that area. So this is expanding pretty fast. This past Ember is coming, and we have another rainfall. So this is another sign. We're continuing a winter storm watch. Valda January 6th at 4. So that will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you're in Eastern Norfolk, Northern Bristol, Southeastern Middlesex, Suffolk, West Norfolk, Massachusetts, and Eastern Kent, Northwestern Providence, Southeastern Providence, and Western Kent, Rhode Island, until January 8th at 1 a.m., this is just gonna be here. That's gonna be over there in those counties tomorrow. For a winter, might be in a winter weather advisory. Okay, state college. That's an area forecast discussion. It's not that big of a deal. Greenville, a hazardous weather outlook. Wichita has just have a new report of snow. This time 1 mile north of Goddard in Sedgwick County, Kansas. National Weather Service employee reports snow of 4.50 inches at 2:22 p.m. Central, 3:22 Eastern. So that was only like 8 minutes ago. Snowfall through 2:15 p.m. and that was 3:15 over here. So that was 16 minutes ago when that happened. And yes, I did math on that, and you cannot yell at me for that. So, haha. Goodland has a new report. 1 mile northeast of Goodland in Sherman County, Kansas. The official National Weather Service in Goodland, Kansas, reports snow of 0.70 inches at 10:58 a.m. Mountain Standard. That was 12:58 p.m. Eastern. A 6-hour observation with 0.06 liquid equivalent and storm total snow of 2.4 inches. That was a storm total snow. Okay. Find something new. Indianapolis has an area focused discussion. And now we have Wilmington, who has just issued a winter weather advisory. That is right. Ohio, you have a new winter weather advisory for the National Weather Service in Wilmington. Valid tomorrow at 3 a.m. So that's around the time you're sleeping. You gotta pay attention. Tomorrow, 3 a.m. For Bracken, Lewis, Mason, Robertson. I know you're gonna be sleeping, so just watch out on your morning commute. This is gonna happen when you're sleeping, so you're gonna have a hard time on your morning commute. Anyways, Lewis, Mason, and Robertson, Kentucky, and Adams, Brown, Highland, Hawking, Pike, Ross, and Scioto, Ohio, until January 6th at 1 p.m. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. So it's going to be all morning into the afternoon. Probably just some trouble through your morning commute. And we have a new weather office. Who's probably just had a new report or just doing those climate reports. Shreveport. Area focus discussion. Okay. Okay, now let's look at today's tornado threat. So if you look over here, this is a 2% tornado risk for Louisiana. It's for southern Louisiana, very, very much southern Mississippi and Alabama, and the Panhandle in Florida. So if you're in the cities of pretty much only New Orleans, Sovereign, Baton Rouge, possibly even the city of Dickinson, could have been Hattiesburg too, then Mobile, and then Tallahassee, Panama City, Panama Beach, Pensacola are in the 2%. Now, this does not mean you're going to get tornadoes. Absolutely not. A 2% means there's a very, very, very small chance of tornadoes. So I don't think anything is going to touch down today. Just be careful on your risk of rain and thunder. Just be careful on if you're driving or not, because it's going to be rainy. And make sure you send as much reports because this needs to be watched out on. No watches will be in effect right now. And it's expected, it can still be expected right now. You can see some rain if you're in those areas. If you're like in areas like Louisiana, Memphis, Arkansas, South, and only a little bit of Tennessee, you would probably see that rain right now if you're looking on your radar. Or you could be looking outside if you're in Louisiana. You definitely have to see that. or else your area might have just been passed. And we have some new weather statements coming in from Wakefield, another stupid area forecast discussion. And State College, another one. Mount Holly might have something here. It's an area forecast discussion. Why can't everyone stop doing these area forecast discussions? Okay. Nothing from there. Let's check the other end. Yeah, it's nothing. It's just area forecast discussion again. And let's check what is possible. There are no weather warnings, but there could possibly. Sooner today, especially. The marine warnings have been expired, so you don't have to worry.
TornadoHQ.com.
And we have to look at this. This storm is ginormous. This storm is probably going to be like really, really strong. This is going to be like probably a big widespread. That's why there is a hole in between over here. I don't know what city it is. So if you're in the Wyatt management area, that is where you are. We have a lot of bad initiation in the Hamachito National Forest in Adams County, Louisiana. So that means you're going to have a lot of rainfall. No severe thunderstorm signing yet. And that signature's not forming in any nasty arrow. No hook. No eyewall except for over here, but that's only a week. There is some holes, but it's getting patched. So it doesn't look like anything from the tornado possibility yet. And Arkansas also has strong initiation if you're in Pine Bluff. And a lot of sprinkling from Jonesboro up all the way over here to Illinois. And let's look at snow. And there's like barely anything, only just rain. Ugh. Zoom out, see anything. Did he even do snow on this radar? Did he even do snow? I guess they do. If you're in over here, then that is your snow. Watch out. That's gonna initiate. Anyway, since nothing is happening, I'll just take like a little break. So I'll be right back.
keep us safe at home, but their
Whew.
sacrifices will last a lifetime.
Okay, welcome back to my stream. Whew.
Now is the time for healing and recovery.
I got the grassland fire danger warrant, grass fire danger for Wichita. Then Topeka is going to continue their winter weather advisory for Coffee, Coffey, Dickinson, Geary, Jackson, Lyon, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, Wabansie, Kansas. Until today at 9 Central or 10 Eastern. We have a new winter storm watch in effect for Ellis, Finney, Ford, Grant, Gray, Hamilton, Haskell, Hodgman, Kearney, Lane, Meade, Morton, Ness, Rush, Scott, Seward, Staten, Stevens, and Trego, Kansas. So Winter Storm Ember is gonna go for a little bit to enter Dodge City now. They're in Kansas.
Introducing Storm Ready Wi-Fi. Now you can stay reliably connected through power outages with unlimited cellular data and up to 4 hours of battery backup to keep you online. Only from Xfinity.
The Greenville Spartanburg. It is just a marginal risk. It's just rainfall. Another one. Another one. We have a new coastal flood advisory. This time for northeastern Suffolk, northern Nassau, northern Suffolk, northwest actually, southeast Suffolk, southern Nassau, southern Westchester, southern Suffolk, southwest Suffolk, and southern Fairfield, southern Middlesex, southern New Haven, and southern New London, Connecticut. Basically, just most of Connecticut, actually. Might have been all. Connecticut ain't that small. It's like 2 to 3 times the size of Rhode Island, which is a small state. Even though the same island of Hilo almost can fit the whole entire state of Connecticut.
Tonight, rain and snow developing overnight. Low, 33. Chance of precipitation, 80%. Snow accumulations less than 1 inch. Saturday, cloudy with snow showers mainly during the morning. High, 36. Winds lightly variable. Chance of snow.
Never hazardous weather outlook. Wilmington and Hanover hazardous weather outlook. Nothing much, but this time we're gonna have to just go share this tab.
Here's our 7-day outlook.
Now let's go and show you throughout whatever tornado warnings we've ever had. If you want to go see how recent storms were, you can just go check the tornado warning chief and how much tornado warnings we've ever had. The most near about 9 hours ago at 6:56 a.m. today. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes were located over Lake Jackson that time on Missouri. So you see how much? You can check the tornado archive. What is this? I don't like solitaire. Get me out of here. Thank you.
Meteorologists offering their expertise on the forecast that we can see this weekend.
She was right here, almost near Gavelson.
choppy, wet snow, and some other places some lighter snow. What are we anticipating? Here's what we know right now. Snow is spreading from the plains and eventually into the northeast this weekend. Ice is likely to cause some very significant travel issues across southern Appalachians. That would mean North Carolina and Virginia in particular. And then a very sharp gradient from no snow to snow along I-95. Real head scratcher in some spots. Around New York is kind of the pivot point for snow north and then rain south. Here's the ice forecast.
Greetings from TornadoHQ.com.
Oh no, now your grandma's coming in.
Half an inch of ice is possible for you.
Sure.
Very tough travel conditions. Portions of, say, I-40, I-81.
Now let's go and talk through about tropical, winter storm Finn is gonna carry. So I can show you on this little map. If you go look, it's right here already forming. So this is probably going to start entering Seattle first, and then it's going to expand to Portland. And then over here, it's going to continue expanding into the plains, and then it's going to start hitting hard whenever it reaches the Midwest. Indiana, especially hitting cities like Chicago, Milwaukee, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Columbus, Cleveland, Detroit, Lansing, Columbus, Cincinnati, and Louisville. And then even Lexington can be possible. And then, well, we don't know where it's going to go then. But we could say that it might continue going east or die down into like cities like Charleston, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Annapolis, Dover, Philly, Trenton, Newark, New York. But I think it's probably just going to die or something. Or just go combine with Ember and like do something in the Pacific or Atlantic. That's going to cause a big problem for power outages and stuff. And once again, no active warnings. You just got to be careful on these storms. It's going to carry a lot of snow accumulation. And we have a new winter storm watch. And they're they're extending this time. They're going to upgrade a winter storm watch and issue a winter storm warning. Valid at 4 p.m. right now. It's going to be valid tomorrow at 4 for Northern Litchfield, Southern Litchfield, Connecticut, and Northern Berkshire, Southern Berkshire, Massachusetts, and Eastern Columbia, Eastern Dutchess, Eastern Green, Eastern Ulster, Western Columbia, Western Dutchess, Western Greenie, and Western Ulster in New York. Until Sunday at 7, so Sunday evening. Same thing, but this time it'll be for an upgrade to a thunderstorm watch for Northern Litchfield, Southern Litchfield, Connecticut, Northern Berkshire, Southern Berkshire, Massachusetts, and Eastern Columbia, Eastern Dutchess, Eastern Greenie, Eastern Ulster, Western Columbia, Western Dutchess, Western Green, Western Ulster, New York. Until the 7th at 7. Now they're gonna extend this area, and they're gonna extend the winter storm watch from today until 7 p.m. Until tomorrow at 7 for Eastern Albany, Eastern Rensselaer, Eastern Schenectady, Montgomery, Schoharie, Southern Fulton, Southern Herkimer, Southern Saratoga, Western Albany, Western Rensselaer, Western Schenectady, New York, and Bennington, Eastern Windham, and then Western Windham, Vermont. Actually for Hamilton, Northern Herkimer, Northern War, New York. I meant. Then an upgrade to a winter storm watch from the winter storm advisory, or winter weather advisory this time. And it's upgrading it for Eastern Albany, Eastern Rensselaer, Eastern Schenectady, all of Montgomery, Schoharie, Southern Fulton, Southern Herkimer, Southern Saratoga, Western Albany, Western Rensselaer, and Western Schenectady, New York. Then Bennington, Eastern Windham, all of Bennington, Eastern Windham, and Western Windham, Vermont, until Sunday at 7. So that's for Albany. We have something from Caribou. It's hazardous weather outlook and an area forecast discussion.
I'm not ready to lose my hair. Not now. But I never thought there was a real solution. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way to keep my hair. And I can get my treatment without leaving the couch. Go to Keeps.com to learn more. Guys,
And something from Shreveport, a hazardous weather outlook again. And Ponticello has issued an area forecast discussion. And if you don't know, this morning they were continuing a winter weather advisory for Bear River Range, Blackfoot Mountains, Caribou Range, Marsh and Audubon Highlands, Raft River region, Sovereign Hills, or Albion Mountains, Idaho, until today at 5 p.m. Mountain Standards, basically 7 p.m. Eastern. This was an area forecast discussion at January 5th, 1:46 Mountain Standard, 2:46 Eastern. Actually, 3:46. That was going to be Central to Eastern translation. And later on that night, they were issuing and extending this time of the winter advisory until 11 a.m. today, which did expire, but it was for Southern Twin Falls and Western Magic Valley, Idaho. This was expired. Yeah, and both of these warnings, watches, and advisories, you can still have any problem.
Some of the biggest cities. It's complicated.
Scranton's in there, Worcester, Harrisburg, Albany, Boston, Hartford, Providence, This is a true Norwegian.
There's going to be a big hammer for State College, Scranton, New York, Philadelphia, Hartford, Boston, Portland, Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Burlington. So much cities are going to get impacted by this storm. Pennsylvania. Okay, now we have a lot of weather events to catch up to tomorrow, though. Wichita has just issued an area forecast discussion. Congratulations if you're still watching because we have just reached the 136 mark.
In fact, nearly 1,070 days. If we get 4 inches of snow tomorrow, which is absolutely expected, at that point it'll be 1,069 days. Back on February 1st, 2021, is the last time central Pennsylvania saw more than 4 inches of snow. So
now, Pennsylvania, you're going to get a lot of snow, and I'm predicting 10 a.m., 6 p.m. Mostly winter storm Ember is going to impact areas like Pennsylvania. I'm watching the Lover Channel right now, so... Now, what you need to do, there's something you need to know. You gotta never travel if it's not necessary. If you're gonna go to the gas station, use what you got. If you're gonna do so, and your car gets stuck and you can't get back out, and tips don't even work, then call 511. Then call National Weather Service says 511, but that does depend on your area.
Justin, and we'll check back in with Justin here a little bit later on. But how about the place that we're coming down into Mexico? There's a really pretty snow that was falling for us in Mexico. This video show here, this has been fantastic. I mean, I've loved the shot of Albuquerque. Santa Fe has looked great. That snow is all done. But we're going to have the snow now across the plains in places like Kansas. We're going to get some snow into Missouri. And then everything is quickly going to push its way into the Northeast over the weekend. How much snow have we picked up in some of these areas where it had snow in the mountains and then over to the plains? Places like Cuba, 10 inches of snow came down for Albuquerque, about 3.5 inches Colorado Springs, and the southbound from there some accumulating snow. Not huge amounts, but not a whole lot still to go. Concordia, Wichita, Kansas City have all been snowing lightly for the last couple of hours. I think minor accumulation from this point going forward. Oklahoma City, it's been a cold rain here the last hour, 39, and definitely a cold rain and heavy rain at times around Little Rock, 35 degrees for us, and rain straight south from there. Snow watch for here, Kansas City to St. Louis on I-70, then St. Louis to Indianapolis on I-70, then Indianapolis to Columbus on I-70. I think between St. Louis...
No, Indianapolis is going to get hit hard. Wow. Saturday to Sunday, you're going to move out of Indiana. However, you're going to still get small accumulation in places like Charleston, Columbus, Indianapolis even. But the most accumulation tomorrow night, you're going to get most of the accumulation in a little strip near New York and Burlington. Not Albany. It's in between Albany, New York. Near the tri-state border in Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. Then a lot of areas like Springfield, Massachusetts, and these strips in Massachusetts are going to get hit. In high elevated areas in West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. And well, this can go as far as Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way up to New Brunswick, Canada. From small accumulation. Now there are a lot of areas that can get hit. Now there's a lot of areas. It doesn't look like it's snowing, but you still advisories. I used to have an advisory before, and it might have been snowing. So these warning watches, advisories, they usually start at nighttime. You don't know how many inches this can carry. Possibly 8 to 12 inches from the winter storm Ember into the highest areas like very small areas of Harrisburg, the New York Metro, not in downtown, can get up to 10 inches to at least 1 foot, which is 12 inches. 1 foot is 12 inches. You should have already learned that in third grade. I'm not being overconfident. You might think, oh, well, Fee is overconfident. 12. If I say in inches, it's 10 to 12 inches. That's the highest you could get. But that is according to models and confidence. High elevated areas are going to be impacted a lot. Areas like Charleston, Beckley, Elkins, Roanoke, Wytheville, Boone, Hickory, Winston-Salem, Charlotte, Blairsville, Grainsville, Charlottesville, Roanoke, and Elkins. If I'm saying your city and you don't get snow, don't be surprised. But most of the areas that I say is really going to be impacted. And they have just issued an advisory. All the way from Blairsville up to Caribou is getting impacted. So, get prepared. Your ice storm list. If you're going to go outside during ice storms or winter storms, here are the things you need to do. Charge your cell phone and other devices now if you're going to go. Have flashlights ready with fresh batteries. Have extra water for drinking and cooking. Have a week of food and medications. Non-perishable food and a manual can opener. Move cars away from trees because those are most likely going to cause crashes. Same to do not leave your wipers raised. When you leave wipers raised, it causes usually frost and they can get stuck. Ice storms can cover anything. In sports update, Team USA defeats Team Sweden in the semifinals of group 6-2. If you like sports updates. Now, anyway, winter storms can be very dangerous. Alright, hey, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that anymore. Winter storm Ember. If you don't know right now, it's in Kansas, Nebraska. I think it's gonna go into Iowa, Missouri in my confidence. To Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, Kentucky, Ohio, then to West Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. The confidence was known as today, where they were more confident about this winter storm. Now, this winter storm would be very, very confident. Would have been very confident today, but it was only confident for areas like Virginia, West Virginia, only for areas like Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, possibly Canada. Now they're projecting it into more states. So if you weren't mentioned, they're going to have more confidence in this one. It's more likely a chance if you got mentioned, you're going to get it than if you were mentioned yesterday and not mentioned today. The Weather Channel. No, the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel. Oh my gosh, I never said NBC. I said the Weather Channel. And now you have many winter storm watches. Boston, you're in a winter storm watch. Areas, what's your Ember's timing? In areas, it's always going to start in the morning. Now, if you're in areas like New England, you're going to get impacted right after midnight. And the highest would be at 6 a.m., 1 p.m., and 1 p.m. Many issues outside. Once again, a sign if you know it's snowing. Number 1, look outside. Do you see any snowflakes? Number 2, do you see any frost? Number 3, go check your local weather radar. If it's winter storm warning, then get inside. Now, if you also don't know, winter storm warnings can cause many other alerts. Wind advisories, wind watches, which is now in effect for Gatlinburg, gale warnings and gale watches for Portland and Boston, Nantucket, New York, Atlantic City, and Hatteras. You got a lot of gale, which means do not go swimming, a lot of rip currents. And that these can cause a lot of windy conditions. And right after you get frost, and then that just melts. And then you're going to have water over everything. Then you get the whole system came through. Not even from Canada this time. This is also going to cause a lot of water vapor to support that winter storm. And this is going to help it gain up and become what we call winter storm Ember. And this is going to happen the same thing to winter storm Finn. And from 9 minutes ago at 4:01, we have a new winter storm watch for Omaha. That's right. If you're in the plains, it just got issued. Valid on Sunday this time at 9 p.m. Central for Finn. That's 10 p.m. for Eastern. For Harrison, Manoa, Potawatomi, Shelby, Iowa, and Antelope, Boone, Burt, Butler, Cass, Cedar, Colfax, Cumming, Dodge, Douglas, Gage, Jefferson, Knox, Lancaster, Madison, Pierce, Platte, Saline, Sarpy, Saunders, Seward, Stanton, Thurston, Washington, and Wayne, Nebraska. Until Monday, and that will be until Tuesday at 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern. And a winter storm watch by Hastings. Valid on Sunday again at 9 Central. For Joel, Mitchell, Osborne, Rocks, Smith, Kansas, and Adams, Clay, Fillmore, Hall, Hamilton, Merrick, Nance, Knuckles, Polk, Thayer, Webster, York, Nebraska until Tuesday at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Eastern.
Extremely south areas, and also it's pretty isolated. I don't think everybody in here is going by any means thunderstorm.
There is one new special marine warning.
And we have a new special marine warning. That's right, you heard it. At 3:11 p.m. Central Standard Time, strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 7 nautical miles east of Vermilion Bay to near South Marsh Island 239, moving northeast at 35 knots. Burlington, you have area forecast discussion. And to mention, this storm is carrying rumbles of thunder, and you're going to have some severe thunderstorm warnings overnight, including this 2% tornado risk for areas like Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Mobile, Apalachicola, Perry, Tallahassee, and Pensacola. Tomorrow, possible severe thunderstorms for Fort Myers, Miami, and Vero Beach, which might interrupt some basketball games and stuff. Now, I was thinking of football if it happened on Sunday. Now, early afternoon, Miami, you get hit. And then it's going to exit into the Atlantic, and then, comes back on Sunday. This might delay a Sunday. This might have a possibility to delay football games. So if you're watching that Tampa Bay Carolina game, Miami and Buffalo, Jacksonville, Tennessee, you're going to have trouble. You're most likely going to have delays. Tornadoes can touch down anywhere in Central Florida tomorrow. So you got to stay aware. Half an inch to an inch of rainfall. And then in the southeast, you just gotta watch out for rain. Well, we also have heavy snow conditions that are possible, so be very careful on your commute. We're gonna continue the winter storm warning from 3 minutes ago. Valid tomorrow at 1 a.m. For Henderson, Polk Mountains, Rutherford Mountains, Transylvania, North Carolina until January 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And Greensville, Spartanburg, continuing the winter weather advisory. Valid also tomorrow at 1 a.m. Eastern for Alexander, Averia, Boncavi, Berkey Mountains, Cadwell Mountains, Catawba, Cleveland, Davie, Eastern McDowell, Eastern Polk, Greater Berkey, Greater Cadwell, Greater Riverford, Iredell, Lincoln, McDowell Mountains, Mitchell, Rowan, Sovereign Jackson, Yancey, New York, in North Carolina, and Greensville Mountains, Pickens Mountains, in South Carolina, until tomorrow at 1 p.m. And we're continuing a high surf advisory for Badwell Coastal and Mobile Coastal, Alabama, and Escambia Coastal and Okaloosa Coastal, Santa Rosa Coastal in Florida, till tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central, and then that will be 1 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Atlantic. And we're going to issue the marine warning. Winds 34 and smaller kilometers. Hail, no hail for Atchafalaya and East Coast Balache Bays. Coastal waters from lower Atchafalaya River to the intracoastal city Louisiana, out 20 nautical miles. Vermilion and West Coast Balache Bays, GM until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time or 5 p.m. Eastern. Good wind as nothing. This is the area forecast discussion.
Let's cure childhood cancer together. It's a no other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel, and America doesn't trust winter coverage to anyone else.
Here's why you should switch from Google to DuckDuckGo on all your devices.
Except for your local news station.
Comes with a built-in search engine like Google.
Because why not?
And doesn't spy on your searches.
Nope.
And DuckDuckGo lets you browse like Chrome, but people are just using the app.
Come on! I don't wanna.
And there's no catch. It's free. We make money from ads because they don't.
This thing is not gonna stop. Stupid computer ain't gonna stop. We're gonna continue with winter weather advisory, 2 of them. Actually, more. Continuing winter storm warning, valid at tomorrow at 4 a.m. Pacific. Actually, no, I can describe that. 7 a.m. tomorrow for Siskiyou Mountains in Southern Oregon Cascades, South Central Oregon Cascades, Oregon until tomorrow at 1 a.m. Until Monday at 1 a.m. Also, for the same time tomorrow on Monday when it expires, and 7 a.m. tomorrow that starts this one. We're gonna continue the winter storm warning for valid tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's 4 a.m. Pacific. What you're saying. For western Siskiyou County, California, and eastern Curry County and Josephine County, eastern Douglas County, Foothills, Jackson County, Oregon. Then continuing the winter weather advisory, valid the same time for central Siskiyou County for the winter weather advisory, north central and southeast Siskiyou County, south central Siskiyou County, California, until Monday at 1 a.m. We're going to continue the winter weather advisory, valid for the exact same time, this time for Modoc County, California, in central and eastern Lake County, Klamath Basin, northern and eastern Klamath County, and western Lake County, Oregon, until January 7th at 1 a.m.
Highway Through Hell premieres Sunday at 8, only on the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel brings you live to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That is the Pennsylvania state capital, getting closer and closer to golden hour and eventually sundown for the the time the sun comes up tomorrow morning, snow will likely be falling or getting close to it. And could we see anywhere from 5 to 8 inches of snow here with Winter Storm Ember? That is the expectation. And PennDOT, they're asking everybody to take caution. If you have to be on the road, certainly do it very cautiously, but they're actually doing something a little counterintuitive, helping people take young drivers, those people who are learning, I guess your 16-year-olds, your 15-year-olds, if they have their learner's permit, out on the roads tomorrow. Listen.
Although we try and advise people to stay home, stay off the roads, let our crews do their job, parents who have either teenagers with their permits or young drivers in the house, they may not have had any experience in snow. Find a parking lot, stay in your neighborhood, whatever it is. We really encourage parents to take their kids out and teach them how to react. How's their car going to brake? What do they do if they go into a spin? What do they do if it's really snowing very heavily?
Interesting, a little counterintuitive, but it is certainly a great place to learn if you have a safe place to do it. And we can tell you, PennDOT has been out all day today pre-treating roadways, so have municipal crews, and in fact, the best way to see that is to actually look at the road. If you know any of northern states in winter preparations, you can see those brine lines on the road. That is because municipal crews here in Harrisburg, Mike, have been preparing.
Yeah, nothing happening right now. We're still gonna make the special Marines stay in effect. So I'm gonna wait until something happens, and then I'll tell you about it. Just look at the IE mod. It might go off in like a few minutes.
Pieces of equipment doing nothing but clearing, salting, and making sure roadways stay as safe as possible. My guess to you. And Justin, if it were 16-year-old me, I would have been saying to my dad, the state said that we can go to the parking lot and do donuts, Dad. So if the state says donuts in the park, we should, right? But you're right. Hey, I'm 40. I still want to do donuts in the park. Don't tell my bosses that. Right? We all do, right? But gosh, that's actually smart that you go someplace safe, not around other vehicles, and get a feel for what your car can do and can't do in the snow. It's
Exactly.
Genius, honestly. And that's what they were saying, that most kids, any foul weather practice they've gotten is just rain. Rarely do they get it in the snow. So tomorrow's a good day to have a little bit of a learning experience for them. Helps build the confidence too. We're all nervous drivers when we're young, so build the confidence, especially in tough weather. Justin, thank you very much for your report. Appreciate that from a beautiful Harrisburg, and I think that tomorrow it'll be just as beautiful, just coated in some snow. You want to stay tuned for his reports tomorrow as well. Let's talk about what's happening with this storm. Snow spreading from the plains today, relatively light, but really cranks up into the northeast this weekend. Ice is going to be likely for us here in the mid-Atlantic states, like in North Carolina and Virginia, in particular the mountainous areas there. Then a really sharp gradient from no snow to snow along I-95. Some of you may get nothing, whereas maybe 15 or 20 miles away you get clobbered with snow. Let's talk about travel then. I-70 and I-35, I think that's where you get like a 1 to 3 inch snow, and some slick spots will be possible. Kansas City to St. Louis, snowy at times, and then St. Louis to maybe a Springfield, or St. Louis on I-70 over toward Indy, heads up on the snow or mix coming in for you. And anywhere between, I'd say, like Indy, Chicago, and St. Louis could be at times difficult. There's the ice in our forecast tomorrow. I-40, 81, I-70, 70. Really careful, or just off those roads completely. Keep your tires properly inflated during winter weather. Slow down. The thing you can do, increase your following distance, accelerate, decelerate slowly, maintain to replenish your safety kit, and make sure Alex should top off that windshield wiper fluid too.
All important information, or have them in your household do it. Right. That is moving in. That's picking up where Ember left off, or giving snow to other areas where Ember didn't. Because remember, my dad changed my snow tires for me, so make sure those snow tires are
Your dad's a very good
super useful. That's why I was like, have them in your household. Like, I actually, when I couldn't, I was like, you asked if I changed them. I was like, you know what, to be honest, I don't know if I changed them. And then my dad texted me, he's like, I changed them. So yeah, you definitely
He took care of you, Alex Wilson.
You did. So if you're in the plains and you've got the snow tires, you need to put those on. Hopefully you've already got them on at this point, because that storm, it's coming in on Sunday, bringing us heavy snow across sections of Kansas and into Nebraska. Snow and wind through the Midwest as well, early into mid next week. As we get into the start of the weekend, things are already kicking off across the Pacific Northwest northwest. Interior parts of the northwest also get in on the snow. That storm strengthens as it digs to the south, and then we've got a developing low, a strengthening low, and a huge low next week. So again, Kansas, Missouri, parts of Nebraska and Iowa get in on snow and bigger wind. Gusts could be as high as 50 miles an hour for Oklahoma City and for Wichita.
Have heart failure with unresolved symptoms? It may be time to see the bigger picture. Heart failure and seemingly unrelated symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome, and irregular heartbeat could mean something more serious, called ATTR-CM, a rare, underdiagnosed disease that worsens over time. Sound like you? Call your cardiologist and ask about ATTR-CM.
Single care is amazing. Even though I have insurance, it can't beat the pricing I get on my medication through Single Care. Before I submit
Thunderstorm warning. Thunderstorm warning.
Mm-mm.
just go to singlecare.com.
Severe weather warning.
Search for your prescription.
Strong thunderstorms were located.
Millions of people on Medicare just like me use Single Care every month, and you
Okay.
can too. Visit singlecare.com and start saving today.
So, 11.3 miles southeast of Pekin Island. A glitch on the county though. Reports a thunderstorm wind gusts of a measure of 40 miles per hour at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard. That's 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Freshwater Lock reported a 40 mile per hour wind gust. Upper Federal situation. The Lake Charles National Water Service. Okay. If you're in Topeka, you're going to continue with the weather advisory for Coffee, Dickinson, Gary, Jackson, Lyon, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Wabanti. Issuing a winter storm watch valid on Monday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern for Cloud County, Republic County, and Washington County. And until Thursday at 6 a.m. Central. That's 7 a.m. Eastern. And we have another report from Goodland, 2 miles northwest of Lakeman, Rollins County, Kansas, under Train Spotter, so it's going to be a real. Reports snow of 2 inches exactly at 2:24 p.m. Mountain, 3:24 Central, and 4:24 Eastern, 5:24 Atlantic. Yes, please. Train spotter reports 2 inches of snow, with snow falling as of time reports, but it might have gained a bit if you don't know. You can still report that if you're in anywhere around the Goodland National Weather Service. Wherever you are, if you see snow, measure it if it's that serious, like at least like 1.30 and more. Reported to National Weather Service. Actually, no, it can be any size, but make sure you're like reporting it to your local weather authorities so that it can get plowed too. Once again, if you're stuck during roads, call 511, not 911, 511. Carabao now. It's just doing their quant report, so nothing going on there, so. And by the way, did I forget to mention Delmarva? You're getting the storm. There's just an update.
The city could really get some good snow. Could Chicago and St. Louis, Detroit, Indy, Cincy. Right. Yeah, and then could bring some significant severe weather to the south. And then there's also, you're looking at like Albany, New York, Boston. You're like, wait, is that rain that's going on? Rain over snow? News possible flooding.
Okay. Something better has been going on. Okay.
Then just a couple days later, it rained and it's all gone. But what a waste of a good snowstorm. What a waste. You gotta get out there and enjoy.
So the hazardous weather outlook has just been issued, and they were issuing it with a storm watch for Joel, Mitchell, Osborne, Roxton, Smith, Kansas, and Adams, Clay, Fillmore, Hall, Hamilton, Merrimack, Merrick, Nance, Knuckles, Polk, Thayer, Webster, and York, Nebraska. Until Tuesday, from Sunday into Tuesday at 7 a.m. To 10 a.m. 10 a.m. On Sunday to Tuesday at 7 a.m. It will expire. And once again, no huge ice totals, but huge snow totals for high elevations. Yes, West Virginia, that goes to you. You're definitely getting some snow because you're high elevation. Like, dang it, dude. We don't have any.
Too warm for snow. All right. Now that's gonna happen most of the day tomorrow. On Sunday, you could see a transition. And a strong north wind, a little bit colder air now, continental cold air come down into the city. That may then end with snow in New York. It could get some light accumulation. At this point, I think you do get the snow, but it's at the very end of the event as it's pulling away. So you get the fringes of the storm and probably the lightest amounts of snowfall rates. There's a look at the official forecast, all right? So you're right on the edge there in New York. Go farther north, you've got solid snow there. 4 to 8 inches very likely for you. But as we start the event, notice there's a lot of green there. And I-95 is that spot. Out on the Long Island Expressway, it is all ready for you. New York down towards Philly, Baltimore, D.C., all ready for you. Most of New Jersey, it's ready for you. There's Sunday down the morning. Look at the changeover. About maybe 9 departure over this.
Thank you.
So you're not in it long enough to get anything significant in New York. There are a lot of winter storm warnings out there now, so significant accumulation is on the way. In a lot of these spots in the morning areas, Alex, about 6 inches of snow is going to be very common.
Absolutely. Well, our Justin Michaels is in one of those areas. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dauphin County. We've got the East-West Turnpike. We've got Interstate 81. We've got 78 not too far away. A lot of these roadways are going to be affected by the snow.
Truly, and PennDOT, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, municipal crews, all going to be out. And Alex, when you talk about those roadways, I want you to think about something. I just looked at the numbers from PennDOT. They take care of 96,602 snow lane miles of roadways. Think about that. 96,000 miles of road is what they're responsible for across the entire state. So you might be wondering, like, hey, why haven't they done our street? Why haven't they done this road? Well, it's going to take them some time to get there, but they're working on it, I promise. Listen.
There will be escalating across the state. Here in South Central Pennsylvania, we have about 310 trucks. So all of those will be manned and will be out. We like to remind people they have about a 36 to 40 mile route. So it can take 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how much it is snowing, for them to get back around to the initial place they started.
So remember that they're working out there, and they're working around the clock. 4,700 crews and 2,200 trucks across the entire state. Just be patient; they'll get there, and also don't crowd the plow. It can be very dangerous to do that. As we go to break, the Pennsylvania State Capitol.
What? $6.99 for the DQ chicken strip basket. Oh, just $6.99 for the whole basket. And it's only for a limited time? Let's go get it right now. I'm driving. DQ, happy tastes good. I don't know what the future holds. Safe at Peacock.
Neither snow-capped mountains nor puddles of water, nor unexpected detours with a 20-foot drainage pipe can stop the ruggedly capable Telluride Express from getting you to your dinner reservation on time. Kia, movement that inspires. Attention Medicare beneficiaries. This is an important message for people on Medicare. Today we are talking about Medicare Advantage plans. If you are new to Medicare, moving or losing coverage, and don't have a Medicare Advantage Part C plan, call now because there may be a Medicare Part C plan with additional benefits available in your zip code. You can call now to find out if you're eligible to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits. Just call 800-329-7045. Your licensed insurance agent can look up your eligibility and plan options and see if you're eligible to enroll in a Medicare Part C plan that could save money or include additional benefits. Don't wait. You are not automatically enrolled in a Part C plan with additional benefits. If you are new to Medicare, moving or losing coverage, call for your free, no-obligation Medicare benefits review. You won't know what plan options are available to you unless you call, so call now. The call is free. Call 800-329-7045. 800-329-7045. Attention Medicare beneficiaries. This is an important message for people on Medicare. Today we are talking about Medicare Advantage plans. If you are new to Medicare, moving or losing coverage, Medicare Advantage plan, call now.
Yeah, that's a lot. In Wichita, nothing. That's just hazardous. However, 3 miles east of Olivet in Osage County, Kansas, the emergency management reported snow of exactly 2 inches at 3:24 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is still snowing in Olivet. So this is also a sign that Ember is moving even more closer because this is in a new county. So Osage County, you're the main target of the storm now.
You won't know what plan options are available. Acres of land. The goal is to add everything from businesses and housing to new neighborhoods.
That is why we evaluate so many different
And
every parcel.
yeah, everybody. Great stream. I'm not sure if I can see you tomorrow though for Winter Storm Finn because I'll probably just be busy. So we will sign off with the final 30-minute sign off.
Check out the new Talk, Breckenridge, and Rail Yard collections, or